So today was an interesting day to start off with at shop, and I'm gonna kind of twist my lesson into it, and and all because I was moving a car that was being cut up, and something fell out of the car, and it made me think about some time ago, and that's a muffler. You don't think about a muffler until it falls out and all the noise it makes. Because a muffler doesn't make a car weak. It doesn't take away power. It takes chaos and turns it into control, just throttle sounds. Because inside a muffler, exhaust still flows, energy is still moving, combustion is still happening at full force. But inside all that noise, the violence, and the raw explosions being thrown into the world, it gets redirected, calmed down, smoothed out, even managed, you may even say. The engine is still strong. It's no longer screaming for attention, and this is where I want to get into it, is it's attention. And when I was younger, I thought power had to be loud. Loud cars were fast cars. Open headers, revving engines in parking lots. I thought being heard meant being strong. I even had a car when I ran it with shortened exhaust, no muffler, straight pipe. Now, it didn't run better, but because I wanted people to notice it. I wanted the sound to announce me before I even got there. And here's the truth. The louder I tried to be, the more I was compensating for the character I haven't built yet. And I didn't realize it until many years later. Mostly when I became a dad, when I started teaching, and suddenly I was around moments that didn't need noise, that didn't need the applause of attention. Late nights in the shop with my sons, hands greasy, music low, just working with them. There was no speech, there was no podium. It was just the moments, the presence. And that's when I realized that strong men don't need to raise their voices to prove that they're right. They don't need to come into a room and dominate it. They show up, they work, they stay steady when things get hard. That is the muffler's strength. The engine doesn't disappear, the power doesn't go away, it doesn't stop needing applause, and we grow that character. I want you to hear this clearly. You don't need to be the loudest one in the room to prove that you're strong. You don't need to win every argument. You don't need to prove yourself every time someone challenges you. The real strength is when to know to speak, when to know to listen, and when to know to just be quiet. Because A car without a muffler gets exhausting to be around after a while. A man without one is the same way. Quiet strength lasts a lot longer than a noisy room because you earn trust and it protects the people that are riding with you. So the next time you're out and about with your friends or sharing a story or put into a new situation, I want you to be paying attention about how loud you are. And ask yourself if that noise is covering something else that you might need help with. So think about that each time. Work through it. Grow the character that you have. And then let that consistency build in you, knowing that you don't have to be the loud one. Because quiet still is power. So, thank you. You're not alone. God loves you. I love you. Until we ride again, thank you.